Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Money Method. Today we will discuss how we can invest in the international markets sitting from India. We have seen a lot of trend these days that international markets, especially the US markets, are doing very well. NASDAQ is at all-time highs, stocks like Tesla, Amazon and all are doing pretty well, and let's see how we can profit from investing there. International markets, especially the US markets, give us a wide exposure of really large brands. There are brands like Apple, there are brands like Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Starbucks, Adobe, Intel, ton of these which are doing very well and very profitable to invest in. So in this episode, we will discuss why should we invest in US companies, why companies like Tesla, Amazon are running up like they are, how can Indians invest there, what brokers let us invest in international markets. We'll go through some examples like Interactive Brokers, HDFC Securities does it with Stockal, and some other brokers like Vested and Webull. We'll also discuss rules and regulations, the impact of taxation on international investing. We'll also cover, is it safe? Can we really invest? What are the risks involved? We'll also discuss options trading in US markets and the cost, brokerages, and what all has to be considered. We'll also see if we can use our discount trade brokers to trade there. Tesla has had a phenomenal run this year. It has gone from around $250 at the start of middle of last year to right now it's quoting around 1,500. That's around 5x returns in one calendar year. That's phenomenal. Tesla is doing today very well because it's an electric car manufacturer. It is very profitable business that is running in US, and it has made a brand for itself. Elon Musk, you must have heard about him. He's also taking humanity to space with his SpaceX, and Tesla is like his pioneering work of the cars that are electric and still run fast. Amazon also has doubled in value in the last 1 year. It is doing well. Even in times of pandemic, there is huge demand for online e-commerce delivery, and its AWS services are just increasingly capturing the market. Now, that these are some small companies that are there, right? These are like individual examples. You may say that how would it actually benefit me? I might be able to pick some winners, maybe some winners I may not be able to pick. So let's look at a comparison of the BSE versus Dow Jones. Just like in India there is NSE and BSE, in US there are these stock exchanges like Dow Jones, NASDAQ. Now, if you look at the chart here, Dow Jones has consistently bet the BSE Sensex. Most of the time, there has been some cases when BSE has been a better performer than the Dow Jones. And if you look at it, the way these markets trend up or down, they're also a bit different. While Dow Jones does give superior performance, it also tends to perform well even when Indian markets are underperforming, and the other way around. So international investing is a way for diversification. Just the way you invest in equity and then you also put some money in debt and in gold, international is another way to diversify. You're not putting all your risks in one country. Another reason to invest in US is essentially the fact that rupee has been depreciating in value over the last few years. So if you look at the chart, rupee was quoting at around 65 rupees 5 years back to today it's quoting around 75. So that's like a 10 rupee difference over 5 years. So if you held $100, right? If let's say you bought $100 for 6,500 rupees in 2015, today you would be looking at having 7,500 rupees for the same $100, even if you did nothing with that money. Now look at it that you're buying securities in USD, and those securities are also increasing in value. The rupee depreciation is another way where your returns are getting compounded. Now to the big question. So international investing is profitable because there are some great companies that you can invest in. There is rupee depreciation that is actually becoming beneficial to you. You're also hedging your risks and diversifying because you're investing in more than one market. So let's look at what brokers let us do this. So Interactive Brokers, that's like a famous name in the international brokerage services, and it allows you to invest in around 135 markets in 33 countries. Name a stock in name a country, they will let you invest there. Their pricing is decent. They charge around 1% of the order value with a $0.35 minimum charges. There's some additional charges like withdrawal fees and remittance fees. But important to note, they do have a support office staff stationed in India. So if you really need some support, they are there to help you out. Another player in the field is Stockal. They have a recent tie-up with HDFC Securities. So in case you have used HDFC Securities, you may have seen mails and notifications from them asking you to invest in US markets. That's not actually HDFC Securities doing it. They just are doing the marketing for Stockal. They have an agreement with them. Today, Stockal lets you invest in the US markets only. They are planning to open up for other markets soon. They let you pick any stock in the US market. Their pricing is a little different. It's not with the order value, but with like the quantity of stocks that you're trading with. They have like a flat price of $2.99 for up to 299 stocks and $0.01 per stock after that. Even they have other charges like remittance charges and withdrawal charges. The good thing about them is, one, they are tied up with the local brand HDFC, so you can expect some support there, and they also do have a support office in India. Some alternate players in the space are Vested and Webull. So Vested, it allows you to invest only in US stocks, that too in a limited, like only 1,000 stocks. The good thing about them, they don't charge any commissions. It's just 399 rupees of account opening charges, and obviously they do make money through some other fees, they let you buy something called as a vest, which is like similar to like a small case or a mutual fund here. They also have fees on withdrawals and remittances. They do not have a support office station here. It's mostly communicating through them is also on a support ticket. Webull is another competitor on the space. Again, it's a US only market that it allows you to trade in, and it allows you to invest in all of the stock universe of US. And they have they are similar to Vested. They just have like a zero commission and other fees are there, and they do not have a support office in India. So when you select a broker, you must be looking at which markets you want to trade in. That would be like a key choice. Are you looking at just US, or are you looking at, do you want to invest in say the NASDAQ Dubai, or do you want to invest in the Hang Seng? There are like multiple profitable markets out there, so you may want to make a choice of are you looking just US or the other things as well. Also look at, like, similar to we have in India, right? There are full service brokers and discount brokers. Interactive Brokers is similar to like a full service brokers. They give you a lot of features like margins, loan on stocks, stock lending and stuff like that, versus the other competitors are more like on the discount variety. So look at what features you need and what pricing suits your need. Now to the important thing. Is it legal to invest in international markets? Can an Indian actually go put money internationally? So RBI came up with the liberalized remittance scheme, or the LRS as it is popularly called as. So Indian investor can invest up to 250,000 US dollars in every year in the US, or basically remit outside of India. So that's around 1.5 to 2 crores in rupee value today, right? And that is the amount that you can legally invest. Important to note here is the term or the word invest. So this money can be only used for investing. You cannot use it for anything like derivatives, right? Futures or options as a strict no. Any speculative trading or using margin trading with this money is illegal. The brokers, because they are not very familiar with the Indian rules, may allow you to do that, but you doing that is going to put you at significant risk. There have been raids in the past, and people have been arrested in the past for actually doing speculative trading outside of India. It is legally not allowed. The other important thing is that about dividends. Dividends will be taxed at US, and capital gains are not taxed there. You have to pay the capital gains here in India. So do not forget taxation. It's going to be a bit complex because you have to be filing for taxes in both spaces. You have to fill a lot more forms here. So key things to note: yes, you can legally invest. Investment is allowed. Speculative investment or speculative trading is not allowed. Dividends are taxed there, versus capital gains taxes have to be paid here. So now you know how to make money here. You also know the rules and regulations, but it's a very important thing to consider is about safety. So in US, there is a trading body, right? So there is a regulated body called SIPC. The organization, the main aim of the organization is to look at us investors, right, and make sure that we don't lose our cash in securities when the firms that we invest in, right, all these brokers that we invest in, if they go down, or if they go bankrupt, then our monies and our investments should be safe. So this SIPC body ensures protection for an investment up to $500,000. Now this involves like $250,000 in cash and the rest in securities. So that is how much they cover. So any investment below that, you don't have to worry about what happens if the broker fails or any such problem happens. You are protected. And this protection is not just for US citizens, even non-US citizens with an account at a brokerage that is a member of SIPC there are protected. So you don't have to worry about safety unless you exceed this particular amount. Now, are there any hidden costs? Yes. So things that you need to consider are currency charges, right? So you earn in INR. When you're transferring INR to dollars, the banks do eat out a commission, and the other way around as well. When you're withdrawing from dollar to INR, there is a commission charges. Other than that, each brokers have their own separate remittance and withdrawal charges, because you'll have to wire money to US accounts. So wiring money, the charges are on a higher side, like a fixed charge of around 1,500 to 2,000 rupees per transaction is what you can expect. And even on withdrawal, certain brokers have limits that you cannot withdraw below a certain amount. So these hidden costs exist, so be wary of them while doing your transactions. Now, is there an easier way to do it? Can we do it with our familiar traders, trading partners, right? Our familiar brokerage houses like Zerodha, Upstocks. So they are planning to start soon. Upstocks is planning to start an international brokerage for like 60 plus exchanges. They are calling out a closed beta right now, asking everybody who are interested to sign up with them. I will leave the links in the description here. Zerodha is also similarly planning to start an international brokerage. So if you're willing to wait, your familiar brokers are there and they are going to start soon. But if you want to profit quickly at this time, I'll leave you links to the other brokers as well whom you can sign up with. That's all we had today. Hope you will profit from this. International investing is a very good way to diversify your risks, and also there are really good gems out there in the US markets that you can help to make more money and profit. Thanks for watching Money Method. Do subscribe to us for more such content.